Good afternoon. Today is Saturday, October 11th, 2025. I am here at Algonquin Park, Rain Lake entrance. This is only my second time to this entrance. I am hiking approximately 12 kilometers to Ishkuday Lake, spot number 1. I almost didn't make it out here this weekend. I'll explain why once we get to the spot. Let's keep hiking. Wow, he's a big boy. Oh my goodness. Oh, I guess this is not the right way. Is this Ishkuday Lake number 1 or Islet Lake number 1? It seems too quick. Oh boy. guess I'll be carrying this out with me. If this is the right spot. Hi. There's something very weird going on with my camera, with my phone. I need a new phone. You don't say. So it was just the screen protector that was doing that, but I don't know. Anyway, I do need a new phone. Google Maps is freezing. There's all kinds of weird stuff going on. There's a chip in, and this happened at the start of the summer. There's a chip in one of the 3 camera lenses. So yeah, hopefully this week I will get a new phone. Anywho, so the moose. It was right on the path. You know, maybe 50 meters down the path from me. So the first 8.3 kilometers of the hike in was on an old rail trail. So it was just a straightaway, flat, very fast. Anyway, so the moose was there, and my first brainwave was, oh, that tree stump, you know, looks like a moose or a bear. I thought moose or bear just because, you know, it was like the rounded contours rather than, you know, like a straight edge of a tree. My second brainwave was like, wow, it really does look like a moose, but there's no way. And then my third brainwave finally was, holy crap, it's a moose. So that was an amazing treat. To be honest, I'm not even surprised because this part of Algonquin Park is so different than the Highway 60 corridor. Even though I've been here once before, like, yeah, I forgot or didn't realize. Yeah, it's quite different. I really, really like it out here. I'm going to try and see if I can change some of my reservations that I have for October to, you know, somewhere accessible from the Rain Lake entrance. I love it out here. So ironically, so this weekend is a bit different because, yeah, I'm in a different section of Algonquin Park, but also I didn't bring my boat. I didn't bring any adult beverages. I forgot one hiking pole. It's okay, I only need one to set my tent up. But the ironic thing about me, so why did I not bring my boat? Just because I left so late and I just wanted to make this a really quick visit and get back to the city, which I haven't explained why yet, but I will. So I just thought, you know what, I'll leave the boat, even though it's a super quick setup and a super quick pack up. I decided to leave the boat. And the ironic thing about that is that this lake is not somewhere I would take the boat on. It's just branches and trees and twigs and long grass and marsh everywhere. It's not boatable, so perfect. Yes. So why did I not? You know what? I've been doing a lot of talking right now. Let's get the tent set up, and then I'll tell you why I almost did not make it out. It's a really good reason. It's very exciting. All right, let's set up the tent. I did film the entire setup of this tent, and it didn't work. Oy, oy, oy. For some reason, it just did not record, so yeah, I really, really need a new phone. So I just, videoed myself doing that yoga pose just to tested again the accelerated function of, I don't know. I don't know why that one did take and the other one didn't. Oh my God. Anywho, it is Thanksgiving weekend. Not that I brought anything special for dinner. I went through all of my camping meals. I had to make a little space for the new development in my life, some shelf space for the supplies for the development. And I was like, oh my God, I have all these camping meals. Like, so I put together a bag that I'm going to donate to a food bank, and I'm going to use up some of these meals. So I'm going to have pasta, like with cheese sauce and sun-dried tomato, I think I brought. Yeah, so let's have dinner. So this is 75 grams of pasta, 30 grams of sun-dried tomato. This is a quarter cup of skim milk powder to make 1 cup of skim milk, or I'll probably make a half cup, and it'll just be creamier. And 27 grams of cheese sauce. So this is basically a half package of like what you would buy, a box of mac and cheese. And I'm just adding sun-dried tomatoes. My error, but anyway, looks good. Okay. So this is really good. You know, I just had the idea to add the sun-dried tomatoes because I had some in my house. Yeah, it's really good. The only thing I would say is that I could have also brought tuna or chicken as well. It's a little light as far as like a backpacking meal. I mean, my hike in was only 9.1 kilometers, 8.3 kilometers of that was flat. So it's no big deal, but for the future. Anywho, my big news is that on Wednesday, I adopted a little kitten. Yeah, he's not even, well, he's about a month old. I named him Charles Bukowski. I love him. He is settling into my place, you know, seamlessly. He's like using the stuff that I bought for him. He's using the toys that I bought for him. He's using the scratch thingy that I bought for him. I never would have thought to get a cat, but my niece, you know, has been pressuring me. And every time she comes to visit me, she always wants to go to the Toronto Humane Society. So we go. And yeah, it just kind of, the idea grew on me. And I was so hesitant. I took a course, you know, how to prepare for your new feline friend or whatever, whatever it said. I was so nervous. I was so unsure until I met him. Oh, yeah. So I wasn't going to go away this weekend, but my neighbor, Nicole, was so happy to take care of Charles Bukowski. Yeah, because I feel, you know, leaving for 36 hours is too much. So Nicole will check on him twice. I mean, I know she's doing more than checking on him. She has sent me some texts. She brought him over to her place and, you know, had him cuddling on her lap. I know she loves him and I know he's in good hands. But I miss him. I miss him. I want to go back. But anyway, so hence the late departure because I wasn't going to go at all. But then, yeah, Nicole was there and available and yeah, it just worked out. So off I went. And yeah, I'm going to train him, you know, on a leash and hopefully I can bring him to do some front country camping. Not in the winter, but like this temperature would have been perfect. We'll see. But anyway, yeah, I'm officially a cat lady. Yeah, I'm really loving his little energy. He's really energetic, really outgoing, really affectionate and sweet. I just love him. Charles Bukowski. Yeah. So that's the development. That's the big news in my life. It's pretty big change. Yummy. Yeah, I actually, on top of running so late, I actually had to pull over and take a nap. I was so tired. So I'm sure this triple coffee will help. It is 6:23 p.m., so not long now until official sundown. I mean, the sun is already tucked beneath the or behind the tree line back there. So let's start a fire. Somebody left all this and all this, and I do have my chainsaw and my retractable saw, so we should be able to keep a fire going for a while, knock on wood. It's only 6:51, and it's already quite dark. The days are getting so short so quickly. It is 7:15. I'm in my tent. I don't know if I'm going to sleep for the night, but I'm going to do some editing. I'm going to listen to an audiobook. I just finished Run, Hide, Repeat by Pauline Dakin. I didn't love it, but I did enjoy it. So yeah, I'll have to see what else I have already downloaded and start a new audiobook. But anyway, I'm just going to chill. So I will check back in later. Good morning. It is 7 o'clock. The sunrise will be over there behind the trees, so there won't be a spectacular view of that, and that's okay. I'm going to have breakfast, I'm going to have a coffee, I'm going to pack up, and I'm going to start hiking out. Again, a quick stay this time, and that's okay. Because not every trip needs to be the same, and just sleeping out here and waking up this way and the exercise to get here, it's all amazing. Like, you can't lose, even if it is a quick stay. So yeah, let's have a weird breakfast, pasta with tuna and a coffee, and that's it. Yeah, quite chilly, 5 degrees. I did have my gloves on earlier, but not too bad, obviously. And this is great practice for me for my upcoming winter destination through hike. The nights will get quite chilly. A little sriracha. I brought sriracha, Frank's, and my homemade sauce, hot sauce, for this trip and for all future trips. Mm-mm-mm. It is still 5 degrees. It hasn't started warming up yet. I guess because I'm in all this tree cover. So even though this isn't the prettiest lake, you can't boat here even if you wanted to. You certainly couldn't swim either. You can't even the water access, like to filter water, terrible. um, but yeah, is it ever quiet? Like, it was so quiet last night that my ears were almost starting to hum because they weren't picking up any sound whatsoever. Not a single leaf moving, nothing. No animals through the night. I did hear a little, almost like a moan this morning, like an animal crying. Maybe happened 2 or 3 times. That's it. So quiet. yeah, the colors as well, and seeing that moose. Wow. For a quick visit, it's been wonderful. I'm really hoping to see that moose again on the way out because, yeah, there were these 3 hikers in front of me and they were, talking the whole time. So I don't think that helps. In attracting a moose or not deterring a moose. So yes, I will drive home 3 hours and 16 minutes. That's if there's no traffic. There's traffic coming up. Yeah, hang out with Charles Bukowski, and then tomorrow I'll do my long run, hopefully, 25 to 27 kilometers tomorrow. And then, yeah, drive to St. Catharines to spend Thanksgiving with my aunt and my cousin and my goddaughter. Yeah. Now, I did hear that from time to time, that chipmunk or a chipmunk. And last night there was a mouse. It actually crawled up the screen wall of my tent, up and back down. That's it. I don't know if I mentioned in my last video, but in my last video, through the night, I slept with the fly open. And then in the middle of the night, I could hear rustling and I could tell that it was coming from inside of my tent. And yeah, it was this cute, cute little mouse. It was having trouble getting back out. I helped it and closed the fly, and that was fine. So I slept with the fly closed last night because, yeah, again, another mouse. I should bring it home to Charles Bukowski. I see the sun. It is 8:09. I am all done my coffee. I'm going to start packing up. It is 8:41 in the morning, and I'm all packed up and ready to go. except for if I plan to bring that blue tarp and that pot. So when I see it all folded up nicely and placed like that, I'm thinking that someone thought, oh, I'll leave this here. Maybe someone else can use it. Like they didn't really want to pack it out. And they thought, oh, it'll be useful to someone else. Well, newsflash, no, it will not be. No one's coming to a backcountry camp spot or any camp spot for that matter, expecting there to be a random tarp or random cookware. No, they come prepared. And frankly, if they don't, then they deserve to suffer. I can't imagine the apocalyptic situation that would have to happen, that someone would be running through the backcountry, would stumble upon this camp spot, find that tarp, and be like, yay, I'm saved. It's not going to happen. So take your stuff back out with you, because I'm getting a little tired of doing it, especially this big bulky stuff. I did pick up a couple of wrappers on the way as well. Anyway, that can happen by accident. Anyway, I am going to pack it out, but I'm not thrilled about doing it because it's like bulky and dirty. Anywho, that's about it. Okay, I will attach that to my backpack and get hiking. So there's actually too much cookware there, and it's too wide for me to wrap in the tarp and fit onto my backpack. So I'm taking the dirty old tarp and leaving the cookware. It's better than nothing. But yeah, don't leave your garbage out in nature ever. All right, it's 8:54 in the morning. Let's get out of here. So yeah, I'm leaving all of that for the next person to take out, I guess. Goodbye, Ishkuday Lake. You were lovely. All right, so I'm already at the rail trail, like I'm rejoining the rail trail, and it goes that way. So even though the hiking trail goes this way, which is where I went yesterday to get to Ishkuday Lake, the rail, the old rail, continues this way. It's on the map. Yeah, I'm curious to see how far you can travel that. Like, I'll walk just a tiny bit this time. But another time I will really explore how far this goes. So I am only 200 meters down this old rail trail, which is not part of the hiking trail. And it is, yeah, completely overgrown, logs, bushes, trees. I think it would be possible as a bushwhacking project because it does show on the map, where it continues along. It's just that it's overgrown. So it's not a project for right now, but yeah, it would be an interesting project for the future. and it does pass by some small lakes. It follows along a stream or river, so I think it would be possible to, yeah, like bushwhack, even camp overnight, etc. So anyway, not a project for right now. Let's turn around. I knew you'd be here. All right, it is 11:45. I'm back at my car, and yeah, headed back to Toronto. Hopefully there won't be too much traffic because it's in the middle of the weekend rather than at the start or the end. Let's keep our fingers crossed and get on the road. You'll have to go the same way you got up. Go around this way. Are you just saying that you want to come backpacking with me? Oh boy, oh boy. Oh, having second thoughts? Want me to help you? Here. There we go. There we go, my little love.